Welcome along to another public service announcement from the Department of Governmental Announcements on behalf of the government to the people being governed. Today, our topic is travel. It can be fun, but an estimated 38% of Britons holidaying in Britain won't make it back. And there have been reports that 66% mortality rate of Britons who travel abroad and die. To smooth your path to travel safety and excellence, I will hand you over to my esteemed guest and philanthropist, Dr. Derek Pottler-Hoffelswaite of the Royal Society of Man's and occasionally Women's, who have previously travelled, are currently travelling, or who hope to one day plan to travel. Or Rusuma Pataktao for short.
May I first thank the department for having me, and a personal special thank you to Colonel Boris Boddington for his continued support and admiration for me and my work. I know for certain, if my wife was still around, she would say, hello. Which brings me swiftly onto why I founded this esteemed society.
Anyway, would you please explain to our viewers what you would consider to be a fun, safe, family-friendly travelling pursuit?
Thank you, Boris, for such a great question.
Can I interject? That was a statement.
Everyone knows that the ideal holiday destination would be Weston-super-Mare. Great British beach. It's got it all. It's got a pier, it's got donkeys, it's got fish and chips, and golden beaches, but it's not all popcorn and cheesecake, Boris. Even in a picturesque village like Weston-super-Mare, there are still dangers to be had. One must be careful. No one likes being drowned.
Please elaborate.
I plan to.
Great.
Even the popular activities such as the beach is riddled with hazards. What if you were to stand at the top of a pier, looking lovingly out towards sea, and you fell off? What if you were paddling in the shallows of the ocean with family and friends, and suddenly you were ripped out to sea aggressively into the abyss by the waves? Or even, what if there was a shark? What if you put your favourite child onto a donkey, and just as you did so, the donkey realised just how much it hated its life and bucked your child into the air? What if you were eating fish and chips and there was a hidden bone and you hurt your mouth?
Thank you, that was elaborate. Now, some of my more bourgeois cohorts have informed me that it is now feasible to travel outside of these here United Kingdoms of ours that we call home. Would you mind commenting on these rumours?
It is possible, Boris. However, I would refer you back to the official stance of the Masao Patao Pataktao, in that it is wholly inadvisable unless emergency dictates.
What emergency would dictate this?
At least a strong, consistent level 3.
Okay, Derek.
Dr. Derek to you. Have you got a doctorate? You must respect the doctorate.
No, I do not own a doctorate. Please, doctor. We have heard of the horrors associated with British holiday destinations. Please, explain. Why would someone leave these shores and the horrors therein?
Well, Boris, there are more dangers than I can even count. And being a doctor, I can count pretty high. Did you know that in literally every other country, they drove on the incorrect side of the road? They put chilies in their food. None of them speak a word of English. And as you can imagine, danger can come from any angle. I actually have a personal memory of an event which had disastrous implications for the remainder of my existence. It's far too personal for me to share today. However, I might be able to share it with you one day, old friend.
I think it would really drive home your point if you would share it with our viewers.
Okay. When I was honeymooning in Italy with my freshly wedded wife, gazing up at the Eiffel Tower, I could see why somebody would enjoy the exotic. But then it hit me. In my peripherals, a violent streak of aerial acrobatics. But before I could react, the beast flew towards me. It had a murder in its eye and a hunger in its heart. First it took my chips, and then it took my woman. I've been hunting down bastard seagulls ever since.
Thank you for sharing. So there you have it. The 3 golden rules for travelling are as follows. The first rule is, when one is holidaying, one mustn't discuss that holiday. The second rule is, when one is returned from holidaying, one mustn't discuss holidaying. The third and arguably most important rule is to refer to rules 1 through 2 as previously discussed. I think this has all been made very clear to you all.
Listen, public. This announcement has been served.